Alright, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. The 5-minute match. Coming down to the ring is the man who not only defeated Grimlock, but also defeated Marcus von Goldberg, MVG, at Desert Armageddon to retain his MWE United States Championship. I'm talking about the Dark Enigma, Steve Slasher. Yeah, Steve Slasher defeated Grimlock to get the opportunity to face Roxxi Darkhart. Because Steve Slasher believes that Roxy's dungeon has been a thorn in his side for a long time. And with Roxy gone, he will be able to find peace. Yeah, at first, this dark beauty was reluctant to be in this match, but she has no choice because she had no choice but to honor Steve's request for a 5-minute match. So coming down to the ring is the leader of Roxy's dungeon, Roxxi Darkhart. Yeah, Roxxi Darkhart herself is a former MWE Women's Champion and leader of this devastating stable known as Roxy's Dungeon. And now tonight, she has no choice but to face the Dark Enigma, MWE United States Champion Steve Slasher. Yeah, Roxxi Darkhart has a big marshmallow fatty task ahead of her of surviving Steve Slasher's wrath. It might be the last time we see this form of gothic sexiness in this very match. Alrighty, Steve Slasher with a clothesline to Roxy, stomping away at Roxy, grapples, drop salt to the face of Roxxi Darkhart. Steve Slasher wasting no time putting in those attacks on Roxxi Darkhart. Irish whip to the over the top rope. Man, the commentary's a bit off, but anyway, that was a swanton attack on Roxy, which was nicely executed. And now they're on the outside attacking, and there are no countouts in this match, because in this 5-minute match, there are no countouts. No DQs, no nothing. Cloverleaf being applied by Steve Slasher, who again stomps away at Roxxi Darkhart. Oh man, on that steel steps. And now he rips off the tables. And now punching, and now trying to go for some sort of a grapple or whatnot. I don't know what this joke could be doing. But anyway, Steve Slasher with a Hurricane Rana on Roxxi Darkhart. And he is definitely showing no mercy to Roxxi Darkhart. Yeah, he's not able to forgive Roxy for sticking Todd Powers on him and causing him the match. It looks like Roxy's back on her feet. Anyway, Steve Slasher gotta go for a DDT on the announce table. Man, that's some sweet stuff. Anyway, once again, ripping off the monitors off of that announce table. About to go for another attack or whatnot. Another DDT on Roxxi Darkhart. Steve Slasher now with those multiple leg drops on Roxy. Dang, she's not doing so well. I don't blame Steve Slasher one bit. For some particular reason, he deserves revenge on Roxy's dungeon for all that has happened to him or whatnot. I don't know. And anyway, drags him again and again, positioning her to be on that announce table or whatnot. I don't know. Anyway, Roxy trying to get out of that grapple, but to no prevail as she gets hit with a swinging DDT by Steve Slasher, the MWE United States Champion. And now, on that announce table, Steve gets into the ring, goes up on top, about to go for a diving elbow, crashing onto that announce table. Steve Slasher definitely showing no mercy to Roxxi Darkhart, and the crowd is definitely getting into it. And now, I think he was about to send him back into the ring. Cursed camera angles. Anyway, now he's back in the ring. Guess he's showing off a bit. And now coming back. And now Roxxi fighting back a little. But only for a short time, as Steve Slasher now goes under the ring for a steel chair. Gets back in the ring. So is Roxxi. And now Steve Slasher uses that steel chair on Roxxi Darkhart. Definitely showing no mercy. Drags her to the middle. Now what's he up to? Looks like he's going to DDT Roxxi Darkhart onto that steel chair. Showing no mercy. And now he's wrapping her head around it with that steel chair. Oh my God! Steve Slasher might have crushed Roxxi Darkhart's larynx. Might have been a great or not so great idea, as Steve Slasher uses the drop salt on Roxxi Darkhart. And now Irish whipping her to the corner. I guess he was trying to do some sort of a move, but I think that has to wait, as Steve Slasher does a superplex on Roxxi Darkhart. Steve Slasher, the Extreme, the Dark Enigma. Irish whipping her to the corner again. This must be the Whisper in the Shadows. Steve Slasher with the Whisper in the Shadows. Nicely applied. Raked to the eyes by Roxxi Darkhart. But Steve was able to shake it off as he grapples. Power Slam by Steve Slasher. I think he's ready to end this once and for all. And I think we might be past the 5-minute mark. But Steve doesn't care as he goes up on top. The Slash-Ton Bomb. And Roxy's done. Roxy's done. What's going on? Why are the lights out? And that music's so familiar. Where is he? Dang, could someone please turn the lights back on? This is ridiculous. I don't want to call the match in the dark. Oh my God, that's Paul Terror. He's attacking Steve Slasher. And where's Roxxi Darkhart? I guess one of her slaves must have carried her out. And now Paul Terror is attacking Steve Slasher. Sends him to the corner. And now using the backwards DDT on Steve Slasher. And a big leg drop on Steve Slasher. Did someone get security on this guy? What was he doing in this match anyway? It's supposed to be Roxxi versus Steve Slasher. Not Steve Slasher versus Paul Terror. But I guess he wants to make a big impact in this MWE show. Now he's putting in those fisticuffs to the chest and abdomen of Steve Slasher. This is not good. Holy crap, this is sick. Grapples Steve Slasher. I guess he's putting in an abdominal stretch on the guy, but this isn't a wrestling match. I guess he's showing off how strong he really is. Swinging DDT. And now Paul Terror is working on the arms of Steve Slasher. This is despicable. A despicable act of cowardice on behalf of Paul Terror, who's now about to set Steve Slasher up with the backwoods combo. Paul Terror with the backwoods combo on Steve Slasher. Paul Terror has definitely sent a message to Steve Slasher saying that he is next to claim the MWE United States Championship. Steve Slasher may be done with Roxxi Darkhart and Roxy's dungeon, but now his new war is with the backwoods psycho, Paul Terror. Steve Slasher's definitely not looking so good, but Paul doesn't care. He wants that MWE United States title, and he's gonna get it at all costs. Anyway, stay tuned. The main event is coming up next.